she wants to have a baby with this guy for the second time. The problem is, dude has landed in jail.
Okay.
Does he get conjugal visits?
I would imagine that's the only way to do it. I don't think you can do this through the mail.
Yeah.
Or no, I'm saying like you have to be in a specific prison and you have to be in there for so long before you're allowed to get them.
Or maybe she can go in and he can make a deposit and pass it off to her, and then she could take the deposit home with her.
Where's he going to keep the deposit before he gives it to her?
Turkey baster.
Dixie cup.
How much is a turkey baster in the...
The commissary?
Yeah, the commissary. Check it out.
I'll look into that.
You got the email to read?
Oh, shoot, yes. I got excited. All right, so she wants to get pregnant by her son's father, but he's in prison. Help, I think I've gone crazy. That's the title of the email, so you know we read it. My crazy idea is to get pregnant from my son's father, who has been incarcerated for the last 4 months, will be released in March. I want to carry my child because I thoroughly enjoyed my pregnancy and the magic of pregnancy. I want my children to have the same father. I want my son to have someone to grow up with and lean on when I die. I don't know yet that I would tell him my plan. I would hope that he would be okay with it and okay with not being around the child and okay with not being at the birth or on the birth certificate. But if he's getting released in March,
Why not just wait?
it's honestly the least he could do. We both have previously agreed on how special our relationship was, and we were each other's first love. I have already mentioned all this to my current boyfriend. Oh,
Okay.
they aren't
now.
together.
That just picked up.
Okay. All right. That's a second level.
I've already mentioned all this to my current boyfriend. He said he's not sure how he would feel or how he would handle it. He says he understands my logic, but it resembles his cheating ex-wife, and he doesn't know if he can handle that. If I use my son's dad as a donor, just his sperm, I could let him be present if need be, but not on the birth certificate. We'd have a full-blooded sibling for my son who wants a sibling. It would be this year or early next year. Please help and tell me if I'm crazy. I promise my intentions and heart are in the right place, but I'm only getting older, and the gap between my son and a baby is only getting bigger.
What the hell's wrong with her?
I'm going to be honest. I don't know what's going on.
Sounds a little crazy.
All right, so think of it like this. I'm dating this guy, and my ex is in prison, and I have a son with my ex, and I want to have another baby, but I want my son to have a full, like not a half sibling, but a full-blooded sibling. So I'm asking my current boyfriend, hey, I want to either, to save money, have sex with my ex or get his sperm and get impregnated by him so my son can have a full-blooded sibling.
Yes, that's exactly right. So the current boyfriend's not supposed to be offended by all this? Like, let me get this straight. Rather than having a kid with me, you want to go back to the dude that's in prison and get impregnated by him.
What is a full-blooded sibling? If you're under the same house and you're being raised by parents, then you're still siblings.
Yes.
Why do you want the criminal baby?
I don't-
I'm sorry, but I'll say it. I'll be the only one to say it. I don't care.
Maybe he's a real smart criminal. Well, if he was a smart criminal,
He
he wouldn't be in jail.
This is the craziest thing I've heard in my life.
Oh, if I was the boyfriend, I'd be so offended.
I'm leaving now. Did you
Yeah.
even ask me this?
That you don't think my sperm is good enough.
Yes.
I don't really
And
know.
my sperm is free.
Yeah.
I don't know that there's anywhere to go on this.
She said, tell me if I sound crazy. You sound crazy.
Yeah, the whole thing.
What?
I'm sorry. That's just like, yes, that's so appalling and rude to the person you're currently with. Like, what is she going to do when he's out in March? Is she just going to run back to him?
That's
is this boyfriend just a little hand-me-down, like to hold her over until then?
There is a lot to unpack here. So he's basically saying, yeah, I'm not really sure I'm going to be around for the long haul anyway, so go ahead, do what you want.
That's if he's not just walking out the door, then yeah.
He has to be planning on leaving. There's no way any guy in that situation who actually wants to be with her is going to be okay with this.
He doesn't, but that's the thing. They never said that he's about to bounce. I mean, he said he didn't know if he can handle that if she goes through with it. And she says, I want my children to have the same father. But the problem is, like, your child's father isn't there right now. Like, he's in prison. So this boyfriend, it's like a father isn't who gives,
She's like, I don't want your children. You were just a snack until my full meal gets out of prison. You know?
This time yesterday, Blake was telling us how complicated his life was. It's nothing compared to this.
No.
her life isn't, she's making it
I
complicated.
mean, unless the guy in prison is Michael Schofield, because I know the woman really loved him because he was so attractive. But if it ain't him, this don't make any sense.
Hey, Casey, good morning. You were on the Bert Show. Hi.
Oh, hey, I had to turn my Bluetooth off. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, you there?
Yeah.
Yep.
I love y'all. I've called in before. I keep forgetting to say that. I've been a long-time listener
Thank
since
you.
y'all began.
Thank you.
What my thought was, I don't know what he was incriminated for in prison, but I'm wondering if it could be genetic, and what if she brings another child into this world that could, have, if it's an anger-related crime or whatnot. She needs to think about that.
So you're saying that his criminal record is part of his DNA.
No. I'm saying it depends on what his criminal record is based on.
It's depending on what he's
Yeah.
incarcerated for.
Right.
Right, incarcerated for. And what his, could it be genetic? I mean, if she's got a young child right
Okay.
now. she
Okay, so
doesn't know.
like the other sibling maybe has like a bad kidney and she wants to have another kid with the same.
Dobby.
I'm trying to find some logic in it.
There are
I mean,
two genes.
I'm just
Go ahead.
Two genes associated with violent crime, and they're found in a lot of violent criminal offenders. So I think she's saying if dad is in jail for a violent crime, it could be genetic. So by having another kid, you're bringing a kid into the world who may be predisposed for violence because of these genes.
Whoa. You think that's what she was trying to say?
Yeah.
So she's saying she
don't think it
wants to. She wants to have another kid because he might have that gene.
No, she was saying she shouldn't.
Shouldn't.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, what? I understood what she was saying, but I was just like, what? I don't understand the logic of what. Okay, I hope it's for an aggressive crime because I'm gonna have them babies.
Hey, Sharita, good morning.
Good morning. I love you guys.
Thank you. This is one of the crazier ones.
This lady is nuts. Totally insane nuts. I honestly feel like she should not be concerned about having a baby. She needs to look at going to counseling. 'Cause
Yep.
the logic of how you're going to explain this to your children. So y'all are genetically related, but this other man that has been raising you all your life is also not your dad. Like, how does that make sense?
I'm trying to find somebody that understands it.
Now, imagine both of those siblings growing up and people were like, oh, your dad wasn't around? He wasn't. But he did call me every day for exactly 10 minutes before we got this weird little tone that would hang up on us. I don't know where he was.
Katie, hi.
Hi, guys. I love you guys.
Thank you.
This lady is absurd.
Yeah.
I have 3 children. They all have different dads, but they all came from me. They don't know any difference between half and full-blooded. Like, that is
Right.
absurd. If you don't raise your kids and teach them, like, they're not really full siblings, like,
Right.
what is that? I have brothers that are my stepbrothers that have been my stepbrothers since I was 4, and I have half-brothers, and they are all my brothers. Like, I think that she
Right.
is going to do something that's horribly detrimental to both of her children and very confusing. And if I was her boyfriend, I would be PO'd. Like,
Yes.
there's no way. That doesn't
You're walking out the door that day.
Yeah, that's not a thing. Especially when you come from the same mom, you grow up in the same household. Those are your siblings. There's no half siblings. That's not a thing.
So you're choosing the guy in jail over me. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
That relationship is over.
Pretty much.
The Bert Show.